You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous.
All right, good day, everyone, and welcome back to Mommy Guide Inc. Again, thank you so much, Caroline, for coming back in for the second time because we actually did have a little bit of a tech issue, just a little bit. So we had to make a new live stream code and just simply went in. All right, so welcome back to this is day 3 of CEDA. What is CEDA? CEDA is craft every day in April. I mean, August. Because there's 2, April and August. This is August, right? So it's every day in the month of August. I'll be going live, sometimes alone, sometimes with my kids, and oftentimes with awesome artists or crafters from our community. And today is nothing different because we have one of our dear friends coming in. He has been in the show several times, and I always am very grateful because he always finds time to come in and help us out and share his amazing talent to all of us, right? So my dear friend Stan is a cartoonist, an author and game designer who has worked for Wizards of the Coast, TSR Inc., Upper Deck Entertainment, and done the English adaptation for more than 200. Okay, manga. Okay, so for those who are following manga volumes for Viz Media. He's the author also of novels, short stories, children's books, coloring books, of course, comic books, and in a single panel cartoons. This one made me really laugh, Stan. To wallpaper a small house. I think we have to change that to maybe a bigger house, right? So he hosts also 3 weekly podcasts, 50 Years in the Dungeon, which he started this year in honor of the 50 years of D&D. Okay, Random Encounters, improv cartooning. Okay, sorry about my pronunciation. Improv cartooning with Stan, and of course the sumo shows. Yes, Stan worked for quite a while in Japan, and that's I think where he found and realized his passion for the sumo show. It's that one is on another channel, okay, with his friend Troy. So later we will talk more about that with him, right? So, of course, Stan also lives and creates in Kent, Washington State. Yes, he is from the US in the West Coast, so you can imagine how early it is for him. All right, and so without further ado, let's welcome my dear friend Stan, the real Stanex in the house. Hi, Stan.
Yay! Hello, Lala. Thank you very much for having me back. It's
Yes,
always a
good
pleasure to be here.
morning, good morning, Stan. Yes, guys, Stan is really with an exclamation point. Okay, so all of his drawings, everything, every time that you see Stan with exclamation point, that means it's Stan Brown, the real Stanix. There you go. So Stan, tell us more about first and foremost, just super fast, your creative journey. Okay, how did you become, the author, cartoonist, coloring artist, everything that you are right now?
Well, when I was a little sad, no, so I mean, like everyone I know who does any kind of art, it's just because I loved doing it, and I've found a way to eventually make it into at first a part-time career and then a
Mm-hmm.
greater part of my career. I was teaching English in Japan, as you alluded to earlier. I was also playing what we call hobby games, board games, and role-playing games, and I was involved in organizing that for English-speaking people. And through that, I managed to get a job at a company in the US doing editing and writing. And so I've spent a long time working in the hobby game industry doing. I worked for the company that created Dungeons and Dragons, and then when they got bought, I moved to Washington State to move for the company that bought it and owns it now. It's called Wizards of the Coast. And
Awesome.
all the while, my the thing so I love game design and I love writing novels, but the thing I love more than anything else is drawing cartoons. So I always kept doing that. I would occasionally do drawings for some of the magazines and some of the products that we would do, and over the years, I've just found more and more ways to make cartooning the thing that I do.
Yes. And now you are actually a content creator doing improv cartooning, right?
I am.
So we will talk
I am.
more about the improv cartooning. Maybe just for, a little bit of, so that they can, maybe visualize in their minds. Okay.
Mm.
So can you tell us like some of the, like, probably people can relate to cartoons that you've actually done? But,
So I've done. Let's say I did. I started doing. Well, the very first things I ever published were about tennis, because I played
hmm,
tennis as a youth. I was a competitive tennis player, and there was a magazine for uh, uh, young tennis players that I knew the people who published it, and they saw my cartoons. And the very first thing I ever published was a page of cartoons called "What If Darth Vader Played Tennis." They're drawing cartoons of Darth Vader playing tennis against Luke and Yoda and things like that. And yeah, from there I started getting asked to do cartoons as illustrations from articles, and once you get a little bit of a reputation, you can then approach editors of publication magazines and other kinds of publications and say, "Hey, here's what I've done. I'd like to do some for you," and I've been successful, more or less,
yeah.
at
Stan is
getting
very,
that.
he's very shy. He doesn't even want to share what exactly. Okay, maybe it's just a manga. Okay, which manga character you did? Okay, but
I mean,
maybe.
one of the reasons I don't, because I could start saying I did drawings for
Mhm.
Dragon Magazine, and I mean, but a lot of people, I try
You'd be
not to do that.
surprised. Maybe they would
Oh,
know.
maybe, except Dragon Magazine's been gone for 15 years,
Yeah,
so
but most of us here are of the same age.
yeah. All right, so yes, so the manga I've done a lot of work on Legend of Zelda and
Zelda, nice.
Ultraman
Yeah.
and Gundam and What's a couple of the other? I've done
Was it Slam Dunk?
Pokemon, uh, Monster Hunter,
Monster Hunter.
lot of different
Yes.
titles.
So there you go, guys. So those are just some. And so when it comes to cartooning, it's like Stan, like maybe probably dreams in cartoon,
It's
right?
true.
So yeah, so that's how he is so comfortable with cartooning, right? So he just doesn't draw though. He is actually also, what do you call this? A writer, right, Stan? So you're not just an illustrator, you also, write stories about them. And so you have in one of your channels, okay, let's talk about them one by one. First, the
Sure.
50 years in the dungeon. So
Yes.
this one is also on your channel, The Real Stanix, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
so what is this all about?
So this year, 2024, is the 50th anniversary of the creation of the game Dungeons and Dragons, and the Wizards of the Coast, who publish it now, are celebrating that. A lot of the fans are celebrating it. I decided
Mm-hmm.
that since it's been a really important part of my life since I first played it in 1979, which is, you know 45 of the 50 years. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons 45 of the 50 years that it exists. So in order to celebrate it, I've been lucky enough since I've worked on it to meet
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people and have friends who also worked on it. So the show is part interview show where I have guests who have worked on the game. Kind of, if you're a D&D fan, a lot of pretty famous names have agreed to show up and chat with me. And while we're talking, each episode, I'm taking a classic uh, piece of D&D art, usually the cover of a product, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
drawing it in my style. I'm doing an homage
All
to
right.
the that uh, that product while I'm doing the interview. So kind of like you'll see on the screen here, we will be talking later, and I'll be drawing at the same time. So the show,
Awesome.
you could just listen to it and get a good interview show, but if you watch it, you also get to see me doing a drawing while we're talking.
Awesome. All right. So what day is this normally? Okay. This all happens in your YouTube channel. Okay.
Yes.
The Real Stanex or Stan exclamation point. Right. So what
Yeah.
day is this? If they are from the US, which most of
Right.
our friends are from.
Yeah. So the 50 years in the dungeon is Wednesday evenings U.S. time at 6 p.m. Pacific
6
or
p.m.
9
Pacific.
p.m. Eastern
All
time.
right. Guys, what's the best way to not miss it? Make sure that you go on to Stan's channel. All right. So this is it. Okay. And
Subscribe.
make sure that you hit that notification bell. And don't forget to subscribe as well. Because if you do so, don't, of course, subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Yeah.
Every time Stan has a new video or a new live stream or an upload, you will get notified. All right. So this is his social media links, not just for his YouTube. He's actually also on Instagram and other social media links. All you need to do go to get all of that is that one. Sammy, my dear moderator daughter, can you please put that in the chat? All right. So people can just click on it. Right. And we will talk about this awesome thing that you see in the screen right now. Right. So ending soon, damn it, Owen.com. We will talk about this awesome thing later on. But now, let's move on to the next part. All right. So, another thing that you do, or another show that you have on your channel, is the
Yes.
random encounters, right? So, this is
Hmm.
what basically the episode for tonight has been inspired by. Okay. So, can you tell us more about that, Stan?
All right. So Random Encounters is a show where I do improv cartooning, and I call it that because I don't know exactly what I'm going to draw when I come on. I have a in games like Dungeons and Dragons. There's a thing called a random encounter table, where you can, if you don't know exactly what's going to happen, you can roll to find out. It's just a list of things, and you roll dice and you use whichever one the die pull up. So for this show, that's what I do. I create random encounter tables of character types, or what I call who's, and situations or activities, which I call what's. And I use the dice to randomly pair them up. So I might have a list of a dragon and a fairy and a werewolf and a vampire, and I roll the dice, and it says vampire. And we've got a list of at the swimming pool, or as a police person, or as an astronaut, or painting the house. And I roll the dice, and it comes up, and it says as an astronaut. So then I draw a vampire as an astronaut. Again, while
Awesome.
everyone's watching, and I chat with people while I do it, and
Yes.
try to get the cartoons. The idea with these are to keep them very fast. This is
Fast
kind of
indeed.
a this is
Stan can
a
make three of those improv drawings in one episode, right?
yes,
Normally it's
yes.
three. So if you miss the first one, don't worry because you can always do the second. Or oftentimes it's okay because Stan will always show all the three. And then if you become part, let's say you totally miss everything. And then I know that if you become part of Stan's Patreon, right?
Mhm.
They have a way to actually not just see it, right? Because you do something for what do they get if they become part of your Patreon Stan?
Patreon. Everything I do in because I do a lot of different drawing and appears in different places on the internet. So I make sure that if you're a patron, you get all of that stuff gets delivered to you in a in an email, so you don't have to go looking for it. You also
Exactly.
get access to things like uh, process videos, because I do my work on an iPad in an app called Procreate, and it automatically creates these time lapse videos of the drawings. So I can make a video that just shows the drawing coming in line by line. It's very entertaining. Um,
Yes.
if you if you become a patron at higher levels, uh, there's the highest level. Every other month, I send you a sticker. I make stickers out of looking around to see if I have any of them here at my desk on the back of my little notepad. So I make stickers of some of the drawings I've done,
Yes,
and
and
I
I've
send
been
you.
a happy recipient of one of those. And for December, okay, I actually even got a Christmas card from Stan. I was like, yay! Right? So those are just some of the perks of being part of, Stan's Patreon, okay? Or becoming a patron for Stan so that, he can keep on doing this for us, right? So, okay, so that is random encounters. Okay, before we go on to the last show that you actually do with Troy, okay, in another channel, okay, let's go through the chat. I'm not ignoring you guys. It's just I just really wanted to, you know, let Stan, talk about his channel first. So Sammy said, we love board games. So let me fix this. And I know that Jeremy is in the chat. So sorry about that, Jeremy. Okay. All right. So of course we have David. Hi, David. Thank you so much, my dear friend, for coming here. And of course we have Dawn. Okay, the crafty Visage. She has been in your show several times in the chat as well. Thank you so much, Dawn. And this is Caroline Stan of My Crafty Adventures. Yes, she is also part of the amazing craft community. Of course, we have Amy. You do know Amy, yes. And Amy has a question for you, Stan. Has your cartooning style changed over the years? What do you think so?
I think anyone who does art will find that their style evolves. I mean, I think that my style still looks very similar, but I can certainly see ways that it has changed bit by bit, and depending on what medium I'm using. Now that I'm doing stuff digitally, that I'm able to get a much cleaner look that I've always kind of
Mm.
wanted, but wasn't able to always achieve with pen and paper.
All right.
Um,
So a
so yeah,
little has changed, but more or less the essence of who Stan is still remains in your drawings, right, Stan? All right.
Yep.
And everybody's saying, I still play Zelda at 53. All right. Go for it, Don. Just me and my daughter sometimes. No, I'm just there to, cheer my son and daughter when they play Zelda. Because with the life
Right.
of me, it's so complicated, Stan. It's like, oh my gosh, there's so many things to think about. But, Stan and his, and the many other, game authors and creators, how they are able to think of all of these things is beyond me, but it's super awesome. Right. And then Don said, I love prompt art games. Yes.
Uh,
Okay. It is so fun, Caroline. And of course, we have Jeremy Hubble. Okay. He's an ECAM coach. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for dropping by. Yes. And we have Linda. Linda is the moderator of one of our dear friends, Gretchen. Images of Gretchen. Yes. I'm sorry. I was walking the dogs. No worries. No worries, Linda. Thank you so much for dropping by. Yes. And of course, we have Annie Loves. Okay. Annie Loves Craft. So most of the people that you see in the chat right now, guys, you will probably see them one time or the other this August, right? So they're coming in as guests as well. All right. So Amy, I love stand stickers. Yes, they're very, quality stickers. It's more than vinyl. I don't know what you call that material. What do
it,
you call it, Stan?
it is vinyl, but it's a quality of vinyl for exterior. So it's the kind that they make
Yes, there you go.
bumper
For
stickers or
outdoor.
things that would go outdoors. So it's weatherproof.
Yes, it's weatherproof. So it's really, really nice. And we have Linda G. Linda Gorman, hello. Better late than never. My I have that same motto, Linda.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, there you go. And we have Cordelia. Cordelia, good afternoon for her. Okay, good morning for Stan and good. Oh, we have the whole okay,
We've covered
the
the
whole
whole
time
day.
zones here represented. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my dear friends. Yes, there you go. Don is a good artist. Yes, I draw stick figures that may or may not be record. High five there. Cordelia. But Stan told me, Lala, we'll get you drawing sometime soon. Hopefully that will happen, right? No Nightbot to pick on Sanify today. I think so. Hopefully, okay, the whole time. Okay, Cordelia, thank you. I'm just a wannabe. No, actually, Dawn actually does Yahtzee, art Yahtzee. So as I was
Mhm.
telling you in the back, right behind the scenes, stand that she does the art Yahtzee, where something similar, but this time it's more of like you choose different, also the media and then the theme, right, and the elements and all of those.
Right.
So
Yeah, no,
we
same idea.
exactly right. So we like it because it makes us more, think beyond, outside of the box, right? All right. So thank you so much. I think I've caught up with the chat. Thank you so much, guys. If you do have questions for Stan, questions, comments, yes, please kindly put them in the chat and I will get back to you and ask Stan. All right, Stan, Stan was telling me in the back while before we went live, Lala, I think today or this week I've gone live so many times. He has lost count. He's been going live like this week crazy often and we love that. Okay, so we weren't able to see him for quite a while, but now he's really back on the chat. Okay, so Stan, the third one, okay, the third show that you do is with your friend Troy. Okay, so can you tell us more about this one?
Well, so yes, that's called the Sumo Show, and
Yes.
not surprisingly, it's about the art and sport of Grand Sumo, Japanese Grand Sumo, which I became a big fan of, as you said earlier, while I was living and working in Japan, and now thanks to the internet and YouTube, I can still watch sumo like I did when I was in Japan, and I've introduced a lot of friends to it over the years, and just found that I really enjoy talking about it, and I enjoy showing it and explaining it to people to help them enjoy it too. So the show is about what's going on in the sport, particularly when a tournament's going on, where we'll talk about what's happening in the tournament and give links to videos for you to watch while we talk about it, so we can see what happened and why it happened and what does it show, uh, uh, and really just kind of really we geek out over the sumo. So
Yes. So guys, when Troy and Stan started doing this, It's like, okay, have been interested in sumo when I was young because I have an older brother and he would always be watching that. So I'm familiar with sumo because, when my brother watches, the eldest in the family, the younger ones, we don't have a choice, right? So I'm familiar a little bit with sumo, but not to the point like when Stan and Choi really, what do you call that, do their commentaries about it. So there was even an episode, I think was it last year when you did your anniversary, where it's like they had like this trivia thing. What do you call, the highest level of, since I've been watching and following them, so I was able to answer some of those. And then there was even one time, Stan, where you had like a virtual, right?
Yeah.
We will try to be like part, like be that sumo, and me not knowing, just a little bit, chose a sumo wrestler. Said,
Yeah.
Lala, sorry, but I think you're gonna have a difficulty being in the game because you chose somebody who is injured at this point. So I said,
So
oh,
yeah,
okay, right. But it was so much fun, and it is fun, right? So guys, if you have not tried watching sumo, I highly suggest that you do watch it. It's called the Sumo Show. And what day and time is it, Stan?
that is usually on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
All right,
Uh,
so there
well,
you go.
and then during tournaments, it's also on Tuesday nights because things happen fast. So we do it twice a week during a tournament.
All right. So guys, I know you are we're 32 minutes into the show, and probably by now it's like, okay, we wanted to see,
Where's the
Stan
craft? I want the
cartooning.
craft.
All right. Okay, again, so the three shows, just a run through. Okay, so we have 50 years in the dungeon. Okay, so that is like an homage to Dungeons and Dragons because it's their 50th anniversary. Okay,
Yeah.
and then of course the improv cartooning, that's random encounters, and finally the sumo show, that's on another channel. All right. Okay, three. Awesome. Okay, Stan. Now let's go to cartooning. As I was mentioning to you
Do it.
in behind the scenes, as card makers, most of us are paper crafters, card makers, scrapbookers. We do love stamping, and most of the stamps, even the papers that we use, mostly are cartoons, cartoon like, right? And sometimes it is also nice if we could make like our own versions of, some of these things that we do. Okay, so that's why some people in the chat even said like like Amy. Amy said, I joined a kawaii. Kawaii, I know in Japan means cute. Okay,
Hmm?
drawing club, but haven't started yet. My goal is to design my own stickers. That is awesome. Amy, that is also my daughter's dream, to be part of Sticker Con here in the Philippines, selling her own designs. But that's why she asked me to buy her an iPad with a pen. But so far she's been busy with studies, so that has not transpired yet, right? So again, everybody, greeting everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. Even Stan, Linda says hi to you as well, and everybody saying hi to everybody. Okay, let me see if I miss anybody. All right, there you go. Okay. Okay. Another question for Amy. Do you use Illustrator as part of your process?
I don't usually use Illustrator. Sometimes I mostly use uh, an iPad using the app Procreate. I
Mhm.
also use Photoshop. I don't work in Vector very much, which is what the Illustrator program is. Uh, I don't know, that wouldn't maybe be a good idea for me to do that, but I don't.
Mhm.
But I know a lot of people who do.
Okay. So for us today, okay, so they're
Yes.
already asking, okay, so what are we going to be using today when we start, doing the cartoons or the drawing?
So I always say when I'm doing the improv show, when I'm doing random encounters, that I hope that people will be drawing along with me. And in fact, it doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with. And that's a thing that I see a lot of artists really embracing these days. Is don't worry about your medium. Do the one that's comfortable for you,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll have fun doing it, and then you'll do more of it. And you'll find if you then branch out and try different things, maybe you'll find a new thing you like. So I would say for those of you out there, if
Mm-hmm.
you like doing, you've got some not too expensive crafting paper, or maybe just some notebook paper and a
Yeah, and
pen or
marker
a
pen.
pencil or a marker or colored pencils, whatever you want to play with, play around with it.
All right. But Stan and I, we will be using our iPads with a pencil and with the app Procreate. But first, we don't know what we're going to draw. So we need
No, we
your
don't.
help. All right. So everybody, Stan, can you please explain to everybody and tell us what are we supposed to do? How can we help the show? Okay. So what do we need from them to help us start this cartooning episode?
All right, so we are going to do a little mini version of the random encounters, but I did not bring a list with me for this, so we're going to need your help to make the list. So we're going to first uh, generate a short list, probably just four, maybe as many as six, depending on people out there, of what I call, let's say, what I call who's, maybe animals, or but who is this drawing about? Who is it going to be? Is it? I mean, I don't want to say any because I'll take your answers, but you know, you know, so who
Who?
is this about? Could be an animal. As I say, you, Lala, and I were talking about that. That's maybe a good place to start. Lala also said flower. If you start getting with
So
specific
it's
flowers,
it's
I
who
may
or
not be
what.
good at
So
drawing
one of
that.
the parameters may be who or what.
Yeah,
So guys,
and
okay, so
who's
we
or
need your answers. Okay.
who's and what's.
Okay. So that's one. Okay. Another one is
The
what
other
they're
one is
going to
what?
do. Oh, okay. So
Is what
who
what are they doing? What
okay,
are they
what
doing?
are they
Is
doing?
it a
All right.
is it a strange situation? Is it doing the dishes? Is it washing the car? Is it as a fireman? Is it you know swimming in a pool? There any what is the situation?
All right. So guys,
So
again,
those are the
to
two things we need.
reiterate. Okay, Stan, we need your help. So in the chat, okay, we have right now 15 awesome people watching us. Okay, I know some of you might be lurking, but please do help us out. Okay, we need okay things so that Stan can put something in the what do you call that? What do you call it? The dice, right? That he's
Yeah,
gonna virtually show, but we do need prompts there. So Stan wants options for who or what. Okay, are we
yeah.
drawing? Okay, who or what do you want us to draw? Oh my gosh, I'm already scared. Don just said dragon. Don, you forgot I'm here. Oh my goodness. All right, so who or what is the first one, and the next one is what is the who or what doing? Okay, so first who or what, and then second is what are they going to do? Okay, so please put them in. Stan is looking at the chat right now and picking out right your choices, and Stan will do but only we can pick only six, right, Stan, because it's the die.
I mean, really, we can do as many as we want, but
Oh, okay.
uh,
No worries.
uh,
Okay, Stan
yes,
said it's okay. Any. All right. So, Stan, we have in the chat options like, thank you so much, Linda, for doing the YouTubey things. Yes, please don't forget to like this video, guys, and share, please, if you can. All right. There you go. Don said dragon. My gosh, it's so hard. I remember the last dragon I did. Oh my goodness. All right. Guys, I will put the links to the previous video or live streams that Stan and I did, and you'll see how my dragon look like. Anyway, Ves says alpaca. Okay. Caroline of My Crafty Adventure says on
uh,
a rocket. Okay, so that's
yep.
for the what they're doing. Okay, and Crafty Vice says a dragon making art in the hot tub. Don, I think Don might want to come in as the new host. I will just be in the chat. All right. Linda says a happy dog. All right. Amy says for the who. Oh, why do you guys so much love dragon? Okay, dragon. Okay, and the what would be okay. So it's a dragon or teacher. Okay, Caroline, a hedgehog astronaut on a rocket. My gosh, I think I can
Okay.
do the rocket. The hedgehog, I cannot. Okay, Ves says an alpaca teaching a group how to dance. Ooh, that sounds fun, but it's so hard to draw. A happy dog driving in a car. Okay, another one. Amy, this is cool. Mouse scrapbooking. I love that. How about a sheep knitting a sweater from its own fleece? Okay, Stan, is that enough or do we keep on asking?
We got plenty to work with
All right,
here.
guys. Okay, I think that's it. We'll end with Don's suggestion. Okay, thank you so much, my dear friends, for helping us out. And now Stan will be working on, he will show you what he actually does in his channel. He has this
Okay,
way of,
let's see.
after
So,
he puts all the, it's like we call them parameters. He has this thing like a mini stand, cartoon stand, will be there and randomly will choose the prompts for today. Oh,
all
the
right.
okay.
Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Amy, the elephant top dancing didn't make it anymore. Can we have that still? Elephant tap dancing? Gosh, elephant. Anyway, I asked that Stan, earlier on. So I said, Stan, you got me, all right? In case I cannot do anything, you'll do
I
everything
got
for
you.
us.
I got you.
Yeah, Stan has my back, guys. All right. Oh, Don, that's a cute one. Guys, your prompts are super awesome.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? I need one more what. We got a good
Okay, guys,
what
one
out
more
there.
what?
One
Okay,
more thing they could be doing, and
what are
then we'll
they
have.
doing? So we need one more action. Okay, an action. Okay, so the last one was Amy's elephant tap dancing. So we need one more action, guys. Okay. All right. This is gonna be fun
This is
and
gonna be good.
scary because I only just take pictures. Actually, when I opened up the iPad stand, I saw the
Yeah.
dragon that we colored in January. Okay, Amy said jumping jacks, doing jumping jacks.
All right. Got it.
And Don says laying on the beach. So any of two. All right. So
You know what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna take the laying on the beach because we have one from
okay.
Amy already,
All right.
and
Okay.
I want to make sure everyone has a chance. Okay,
All
so
right.
what I have here, I guess I'm writing it on the back of an envelope, so I really can't show it to you much.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a list. Go, let's do this. I have the list I made up. We have 6 who's
Mm-hmm.
and we've got 10 what's.
Okay.
So our who's are number 1 a dragon, number 2 an alpaca,
Mm-hmm.
number 3 a happy dog.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, comma happy. We got 4 is a hedgehog, 5 is a sheep, and 6 is an elephant. So when I roll the dice, I'll roll it there. So when you play Dungeons and Dragons, there are different sized dice, which comes in very handy for this.
Mm-hmm.
Then a 6-sided die is like the kind you find in most board games, like Monopoly or
Oh
anyone.
yeah.
So a die with 6 sides, so you get a
Mm-hmm.
number between 1 and 6. There are also dice that have 10 sides, and thankfully, we have a list of 10 possible whats. So I will roll a
Yay!
10-sided die to figure out which what we use.
All
And our
right.
what, going from 1 to 10, are in a hot tub, on a rocket, teacher, astronaut, which I think is different than on a rocket, dance instructor, making art, driving a car, knitting, tap dancing, and laying on a beach.
All right.
So we'll have
So
one of
now
these.
let's see what we are going to make tonight. So Stan
Okay.
is literally
Just
gonna
a
roll
sec.
a die.
I'm going to come over here, and if you can,
Okay,
pull up
let's
my
put it
iPad so
here.
people can
Okay,
see it.
there you go.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna roll this now. I usually roll it 3 times to make sure I get a good number. So we go
Okay.
once, and twice, a third time. Number 5 was sheep. So sheep is what we're going to draw,
Okay,
and then
sheep.
I'm going to change this to a D10, and you'll see the size of the shape. That's a different die. 0 equals 10 on a 10-sided die. So that
Oh,
would be
okay.
a 10 if we chose it. So we're going to do the same thing. Roll it 3 times so we
Okay.
get a good number. So once, a twice, no, once, a twice, a third, a 3,
All right,
which is
3.
a teacher. So we're going to do a
Okay.
sheep teacher.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we're gonna do.
Sheep that is a teacher. So teaching. Okay, actually, Dan, you know what? Thank you so much for that. So, guys, that is basically what happens during random encounters on Stan's channel. So, this is improv cartooning. So, if you like something like this, head on to his channel for that. Okay, so Stan, just an FYI. Today
Yes.
we have what we call craft roulette in the community. And do you
Yeah.
know that the parameter for today is actually one of it is teacher or teaching? Right? So
Hmm.
if you create this tonight, maybe, and if you have not yet submitted your craft roulette submission, maybe you can even use your own drawing this time for for your card, right? Okay, so Stan, we will now start creating our drawing of that cartoon, guys. Stan is a cartoonist, illustrator, author. Mommy Lala is not. Okay, but I'm the host and I will do this. But Stan will
Mommy
help and
Lala
guide
is
us.
going to be a cartoonist. I'm gonna get you there.
Yes. Okay. Guys, by the way, the thumbnail that you saw, that's me, right? So the one in the crafting, that is actually done by Stan himself as well. Right? So that is done by Stan. So thank you so much, Stan, for that as well. Okay, guys, we will do this. So Stan, so we if we do want to make cartoons, okay, so
Right.
maybe what is the first like tip that you can give us?
So the first tip, and I talk about this a lot in the random encounter show, is
Mm-hmm.
that when when you're drawing, you should be working. Just work with basic shapes. Think about the things you did when you were in school, when you were uh, doodling in your notebook, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you would start with a sketch, a circle or a square. The thing you'll often see and think about in cartoons is you don't. This is not reality. If you can stick with a basic shape, you don't like dragons, Lala. We've established you find them frightening, but when I start drawing a
I have
dragon,
to
I,
draw.
we're doing a sheep today, so don't worry. I'm giving you this bit of advice. I think of dragons mostly as a series of triangles, right? The head is kind of roughly triangular shape, and the
Mm-hmm.
body also roughly triangular shape. Tail also roughly triangular shape. So I start with a little sketch like that, and then I can start to figure out that I want him to have teeth, and I want the back of his head to be kind of lumpy, and give him a couple of eyes. Well, if his teeth are down there, his mouth can't be up there. But come there, and
Oh, that's the
next,
dragon. Okay.
also the leg, also a triangle,
Okay, so
and
we
you use
start with
that,
shapes.
and it gets as you draw more, you use that rough shape as your guideline to make
Mm-hmm.
softer lines. So in the end, you've got a much more rounded shape. But when if you can still see the triangle underneath, we're working off a basic shape, and we have a little dragon.
Oh, I remember that's how you
Hi,
taught me how to draw the
hi, says the
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah.
Another thing that I'm going to clear this out so we don't have to look at that much more. Um, One of the things to remember is that our brains are wired to see things that we recognize, and in particular, to recognize other people or other animals. So you can take anything. Let's just take a square, right? But if you
Mm-hmm.
put two circles, it it now looks like a face, and you can uh, this works. You see things like the angry orange on YouTube videos where they just drop an eyes and mouth on anything, and it then starts to look like a person. And as someone who's learning to draw, you should take advantage of that. And if you can learn, when I was thinking about what lesson, like no, I'm the teacher. What
Mm-hmm.
lesson I thought we might focus on today, and that is if you can learn to make eyes and make learn to make the eyes more expressive. Just play around with it, right? Do the same thing,
Eyes.
right? And we drop these. I'm gonna get rid of that orange first, or this square here, and I'm going to make uh, just a thing like this. Looks roughly like it's just a half circle with some feet. But now, if I grab these eyes and I put them over here, it and just uh, that's a person. That's your that's a cartoon.
Wow.
So I'll tell people a lot. If you want to make your own character, pick a shape that your character will be. Right? It could be a simple shape. It could be a little more complex, like this one we've done here, or I've seen some where it's even just a little more uh, complex, like that. And if you practice drawing eyes, my notebooks were just filled when I was younger. I just loved drawing eyes and trying to get the eyes to feel, uh, you know, uh, sleepy. So just add those two lines that look sleepy. Or, like I say, if you put two lines there, they look angry. If you make the pupil in them smaller, they look scared. If you make them very big, they look
Mm.
frightened or surprised.
Hmm.
And then you drop those onto your simple character, or a shape that you use from a stamp. You've got a stamp that's going to make a I don't know, anything, a dog or a flower, or if we had a flower, again, I'm going to erase here. If I just come in here and put a flower,
All right, guys, just keep your questions and comments coming in, and we will ask, Stan
we
after
have,
this one.
oh, sorry.
Okay, so it's like a sunflower,
Yeah.
but it's a
And
bewildered
the,
sunflower.
the
Getting
second
it.
thing, right, the eyes and the mouth. So
Oh, now
mouth
it's
is even
happy.
easier because it's just a line. And as you practice, you can try to make it more complicated. Right? Instead of just being a smile without a line, it can be a smile like that.
Green, right? Becomes a green.
Yeah. So all of these are relatively simple shapes that seem complicated and difficult at first, but if you just, for the fun of it, just doodle. Like doodling, I'm a big proponent for doodling. Just doodle these things over and over until you get comfortable with them. You will very quickly find that you can make simple shaped characters. And I always say that if you can draw something and people understand what it is, then it's a good drawing. Uh,
Awesome. All right. So, guys, so those are base. Oh, look at this. See, the eyes are not even the same shape. So I'm erasing it.
well, but yeah, they don't have to be. These look,
All
these
right.
two eyes are different shapes, but they're
Okay,
close.
so let's try to be like Stan. Why is mine black? I want blue. Okay. So why is this not becoming blue, Stan? Doesn't want to become blue. Okay. Oh, purple. Okay, there you go. So Stan, people in the chat. Okay, so there's a bit of a question.
Yes.
Okay. Stan from Caroline, is there
Yeah.
anything you don't like to draw? Anything at all? Or
Thing I
you're
don't
okay
like.
with everything?
You know what? Horses are hard.
Ooh, really?
Horses are very hard to draw well.
Okay.
I it's, it's not that I mean, I will draw them, but
Mm-hmm.
it's certain animals that. So this is another thing I say in the show all the time is you don't have to get it right. You don't have to draw anything perfectly or get it 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
As as an artist, as someone who's making a cartoon, all it has to do is seem right enough that your audience doesn't ask a question about it.
All right, there you go. Okay,
So
so there is one. Okay, a
yeah,
horse.
yeah, horses
All right.
horses are hard. I'm
Yes,
sure
but
there are other things.
since
I'm
that
not
is
great at
your, yeah,
drawing
you're not so fond of
cars.
horse. How about your favorite? Would it be a dragon?
I do like drawing dragons.
Is there a favorite
uh,
character that you like drawing? It's like every time you draw, it's like you navigate through that character.
well, I mean, the thing I draw so many things that uh, I have specific characters that I draw that just come out naturally. After you've drawn them a lot, like I have a character that I've done called Little Witch Willow, and there are times that I don't
Oh,
even mean to be drawing her, but suddenly I find myself doing that.
all right.
So
There you go.
yeah,
So just a little bit of a trivia that we know of, from Stan. Okay, so we have Dallas in the house. Hello, Stamper Girl. That's Dalise. Okay, so most of the people actually in the chat, yes, they know how to draw. So there you go. Everybody saying hi to Dalise and Ola to you, Stan. I never thought about drawing like this, right, Linda? So that's why Stan said, with cartoon, even with the coloring, it's much more forgiving, right, than the other
yeah.
kinds of drawing. So I think it's perfect for us, paper crafters and card makers. There you go. Thank you, Dalis, as well. So everybody's saying hi to everybody. Okay, so let us start. So how are we gonna do this, Dan?
So we're
I
going
will
to do
follow you.
a sheep teaching. So we're going to start with the sheep. And again, I'm going to do kind of like what we were just doing. So a sheep, I think, is is basically is oh put that on there is basically round, right? So I'm going to want to do this sheep standing up like a human style, not on all fours. So I'm just going to make roughly round. It can be that. It can be an actual circle, something roundish.
Round.
Um,
Round or oval?
either, both are
Okay.
round.
Okay. Sorry
It
about that.
so
Okay, so let make it a little bit thinner because Stan's
yeah.
is a little thinner. Okay, it's still
So again,
thick.
think of it as you're drawing. Think of this like if you were on a your piece of paper and you just had a ballpoint pen or a pencil and you're lightly sketching. Don't worry that what you're drawing now is going to be your finished line. Just do it light sketchy. Yeah. So here's the difference. I already see, Lala. You are trying to draw your circle, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to just get an idea of a circle shape. You should
Okay.
while you're particularly while you're learning, you should start by building up. Don't you're not.
So not
I
draw
never
like a
get the line
perfect
right.
like circle
Yeah,
already. Okay.
I never get the line right the first time.
Okay.
No one does. So don't put that kind of pressure on yourself.
Okay. So
Rough,
there.
roughly circle. Okay, and then so I think that we're going to need just do this slide. We're going to need legs, so the sheep has got to be standing. So
Oh,
I'm going
this
to
is
put
the
a
kind of
couple.
drawing I want to do. Okay, just put
Yeah,
there you go.
and so now our sheep. We have two things we can do.
Hmm.
We can put a head on the sheep, right? Give it a separate
I
thing,
think
which
we're
will be
doing
its
the
head,
head for the sheep, Stan. It's gonna be
right?
scary without a head.
Or
Okay.
Or we can easier, and I think maybe we should do this. Just have it be a one shape creature. So what
Oh.
we're going to put the face on the circle.
Oh.
So this is not our teacher sheep, but this is our practice sheep. So
Oh,
what
okay.
we're
So
going to
this is our
do
practice sheep. Okay.
when we finish it is now the way we're going to make it be a sheep. Think about a sheep; they're very fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
So while we like this circular shape, when we draw it, we are going to. I'm going to change the color of my pen to do this. I'll make it green. I don't know why green, but I will. And we're going to. Oh, that's not a good color. It's not standing out right. We will make it red. Red will stand out more. We're going to go and make it fluffy. And that's when we do the finished sheep. So it'll be like that. We will have the legs will come down. I'll take where those little sticks are and
Mm-hmm.
I'll make them thicker, and then a little triangle to show the bottom of the hooves. And we will do what I just said before. We're going to do eyes. Now, here's the thing to think about a sheep. Now, a sheep does have a snout.
Mm-hmm.
So we could just
Look at my
we,
teeth.
we could just give a smile, but then our sheep is going to look like a ghost. So we don't want that smile. We need to put a shape like that
Okay.
that can be the
Oh
sheep's
no!
snout.
I erased everything. Undo. Okay. Sorry, Stan. Just this. Okay.
You got it.
Okay. So we put like that. Oh, too thick. Gosh, we
You,
will
you
finish
switch
tomorrow,
your
Stan.
brushes.
At the rate I'm going. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
You
Sorry,
got it.
Stan. Okay. I can't. I can't even erase this thingy. Come on, erase. Okay, and let us. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic.
Don't
Okay,
panic.
let's put the nose over there.
There you go.
But
You
why is
you
it
want
very
to switch,
thick?
and uh, so then we can give the mouth. That's the whole space. So we're gonna put a mouth on there. I'm gonna give the eyes. Oh, the other thing, we're gonna put the ears on the sheep.
Where'd you put the mouth?
I put the mouth in inside the. We had that shape there. I gave it a nose and a mouth.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, the eyes. I don't
And
have.
then I gave it little ears, one inside and one outside.
All right. Okay.
And I gave it little hands, just little blobs like that. Look like arms, little hands.
Can I start again?
You can. In fact, this is our practice sheep.
All right. Whew, whew. Okay.
But
Okay.
do you see how that works out to be a simple
Yes.
character
Yes.
with
Stan is so
just
good, right? Okay. Stan, there is a question here.
yes. Who are my
Um.
early influences?
Yes.
Big Mad
Yes.
Magazine fan? Yes. Yes. Don Martin and Mort Drucker. I was also a big Mad Magazine. You know who one of my biggest influences was Sergio Aragonés.
All right.
Uh,
There you go. And there's another question. Stan, are you self-taught or did you study art?
both.
Both. All right. There you go.
Mostly self-taught. Mostly self-taught, but then I did go and I took classes while I was getting my uh, degree in English. I also took art classes, and I've gone on afterwards to take classes at places like the School of Visual Arts and Washington State. I will take the classes, and I attend seminars to
Okay.
learn more whenever I
There you
can.
go. Right. So again, thank you, Delise, for the boost of confidence. Be gentle with yourself. Yes. You know, at the end, it's okay because Stan is here. You will still end up with a nice sheep who is a teacher. Okay, who's teaching. All right. Thank you so much, David, for that question. And I think Stan already answered it. Okay. So what do we do now? So we're done with the practice one, Stan. So do we
All
do.
right, so now we can uh, move on a new layer or erase that, however you want to do it. I'm just going to erase that layer, and we're going to
Okay.
go back. I do my sketching in blue, and the reason I do that is habit, because back before digital drawing, when everything was on physical media, um, in order to get your drawings into a magazine or published anyway, they had to be scanned and photo reproduced. And there is a shade of blue that is difficult for those cameras to pick up. It's usually called non reproductive or non repo blue. So a lot of artists will do their basic sketching in a pencil that is that color, so that we don't have to erase it completely. If we just erase it mostly, the camera wouldn't pick it up.
Mm,
So now I've just gotten to the habit, and it makes me comfortable to see my sketches in blue. But
okay.
um,
That
a good
Stan, how do you choose the blue? I can't choose the blue. So I put
how do,
the disc and then in the
yeah.
circle blue. It won't.
Um,
Oh, here.
so if you there's a outside circle and an inside circle.
Yeah. So in the
If
inside.
you take the outside circle and
Yeah.
move
This
it
one.
to the left, and see, everything's will get more blue, and then you have blue choices inside the circle to pick which one you want.
Oh, okay. So I want this one. Okay, there you go. So that's now the color of my pencil. Let me see.
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. Okay, see
All
a
right.
little bit of even Procreate tutorial over there, guys. Okay,
All
okay, Stan. So
right.
let's do this. Okay, Stan. Oh, oh, you're not drinking coffee. You're drinking Coke in the morning. Coke in the
It
morning.
it might be iced coffee, but
Iced coffee.
it's really Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. There you go. Okay.
All right. So uh, again, we're going to start with sketchy lines.
Okay. So
So what
doodle,
we
not
want
doodle
is
doodle.
a
Yeah.
sheep who's a teacher. So
Okay.
I started thinking about how am I going to show that it's a teacher? And I think, well, it's either going to be in front of a big classroom of
Mhm.
students. That's very complicated. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Not for a
Let's
quick
just
drawing.
focus on the teacher with a
Yes, the
blackboard or
teacher and the
with
blackboard.
like that.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a sheep next to a blackboard.
Okay.
All right. So
So let's do
again,
that.
we do light, sketchy lines, but that means we're going to have the teacher, which is going to be start with that round shape, our
Okay.
sheep teacher,
Our sheep teacher,
and
yes.
and a, the blackboard next to it, which is basically going to be a little rectangle or a partial rectangle.
Okay.
So
Got it.
that's what I'm going to start drawing. I'm going to
And
put
that's what I'm going to copy. Guys.
okay. So we'll start here, and I'm going to, I don't know why it keeps jumping bigger. I'm going to make my rough circle like that. Again, I'm going to, my legs will be over there. Now, what do I want the teacher to be doing? Maybe pointing at the board, maybe holding a pointer stick, maybe holding a piece of chalk. I think what would be good for that. So in any case, again, I use those very little arms, so I don't even need to do much. But let's say that the teacher is holding a pointer stick, because that will make better space here. If it's if it's just a piece of chalk, it would look like this. It would just be a little thing they were holding. That doesn't seem very funny.
Yeah. Let's have a
So
longer stick.
longer stick. It's
What's that
pointing at
cartoon
something.
where they said, I carry a stick, I carry a bigger stick? Is
Yeah.
it Bugs Bunny? Do you remember that?
I think I, I think so.
Yeah, there
All
you
right.
go.
So I am now going to put this little line there. That's going to be the blackboard.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. So now, uh, when we did this in the practice, I went immediately to a much stronger drawing. But usually, and for you, I'm going to say we're going to keep doing some light sketching to get an idea of where everything is going to be. So
Okay.
to start with the eyes, I know I want the character to be looking at the blackboard. So before we were putting eyes side by side and they're both the same size. But in this case,
Oh,
because the
so
character is
eyes
looking,
not having the same size is okay?
yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
they're looking to so if they're looking straight at you, the eyes will be the same size. But if they look to the right, the
Uh-huh.
one on the far side is going to be smaller.
Ah, okay. And the one near you will be
the,
bigger.
the one near
Okay.
you is going to be bigger. The one farther away from you is going to be smaller. So I have over here on my, you can see over there, it's not a big
Ah,
difference,
okay.
but
But
that
will do I have to put it like in the middle of the face or on the side of the
you can put it
face?
either one.
Okay.
I,
Oops. This is the same thing with okay. All right. So I'm gonna put I think I wanna copy you. So it has to be a little bit higher. All right. There you go.
remember to stay loose. Don't worry about getting it perfect the first time.
All right.
All
Okay.
right, now remember we put the snout on it
Oh yeah.
the last time. So this time, because they're turned, the snout is actually going to block part of that far eye. So I'm going to do that over there.
Mm. Okay.
Right? You maybe a little. There we go. And I'm gonna. The ears will be over there. I have a rough idea where they're gonna be. I know I'm gonna want my sheep to be
Do the
smiling.
ears have to be like aligned? Of course. Get the ears like that.
They should be roughly aligned.
Okay.
Not it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay. See, I yeah, I laughed at my own suggestion. Okay, there goes the eyes. All
And we
right,
have all right. So now we have basically this.
guys, are you drawing alongside us? Can you join me? Okay, and then you have feet. Okay, so
Hold
the
on a
same.
second. I'm gonna mute because I need to blow my.
Okay, so Stan said like 2 feet and a triangle. Okay, so let's put a triangle. Let's put a triangle. There you go. This looks like an egg.
Well, it is. This is just a sketch, though. That's all right. When we're gonna
Okay.
make it finished. Now, here's the other thing: is that you can look at this and say, if something doesn't look quite right to you, like I look at this and I say, you know what? I think that I put that arm in the wrong place. I'll move it over to here. So it's, or
Mm.
or I move it over to here, so that and you play around with it. This sketch phase, you move it around till you're happy where all the things are. Like for example, if you looked at those ears and you thought that's not quite working, well, you shift one of them around until you find the spot you like, and
Mm-hmm.
then when we have all of the rough sketches like that, then we can go on to do a finished version. Um, in this case, we're going to do it on a new layer in Procreate.
Why is my pen
Uh,
gone?
I don't know.
It's not showing, Stan.
Go back down. Click out of there.
Yeah.
You have dropped your opacity.
Oh, I'm on white.
Also, you're on white.
Yeah, it was on white. Okay. Sorry, Stan. Okay, because I was gonna draw the
Okay.
hands. Okay.
So I'll tell you something I find funny looking at this sketch of my sheep, because this clearly looks like a sheep to me. But I think this could also be a monkey.
Does this look like a sheep?
If I give this a tail like that, it looks like a monkey.
Ah.
Or if we're going to do it like this, it's going to look like a sheep. So that's
Ah.
another way to bear in mind these simple shapes. You can do a lot of different things with simple shapes.
Okay.
All right. So Are you happy with all where everything is on your
Okay.
sketch?
I don't know. I don't think I can do anything else. I'm scared. I might start again. So we'll take it from here. We'll take it from here. Okay.
So I'm going to look at this, and here's a suggestion I'm going to make for you on your
Okay.
drawing. Your sheep. I'm just going to draw here to do an example. Your sheep. You've got the eyes. Everything's looking good. You've got a very little snout, or the snout. I think
Ah.
you want to try that again and make the snout come out a little more
Okay.
out
Got it. Got
past
it.
the eye. Again, remember we're trying to get the sheep's snout
Okay. So make it a little bit
a
like
little bit more out like that.
there.
There you go. Good.
Okay.
Great. All right.
Okay.
So now more
I got
Procreate
this.
lessons. We're gonna go over to the
Another layer.
to another layer. If you
Okay.
can see that now, every time I move that, it's just we're gonna add another layer on top of it,
Okay.
and we're gonna change the color of our brush to whatever we want the finished lines to be. Very often it's black, but particularly in crafting, you may want to do a drawing with a line of a different color. It could be anything you want.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna I'm gonna choose black.
Okay. I'm gonna copy you.
Okay.
All right.
And so now we're gonna start going. So now I've got a rough shape of it, and we're gonna do what we did before. We're gonna roughly follow that, but we're gonna make it fluffy.
Fluffy. Okay, the list is saying she is drawing on pencil right now. Actual pencil because her Apple Pencil is 2% battery. Okay,
Uh,
go the list. Okay, how about my ear stand? So my ears, does it have to be like outside the body, do you think? I should move that?
it doesn't. You know what? I think it can be either or. Whatever makes you happy.
Because I want to be just look like just like yours. And these ears are like, why? Oh, because I'm on a different layer. Duh. Right? I couldn't erase. Okay, there you go. See, now I'm understanding the layers. The first time we were here, couldn't understand. So, am I supposed to be on the same layer?
If you're gonna draw for your sketch, draw that on
Uh,
the same layer you did before.
okay. Oh, but it's a different color.
That's all right. It's your sketch. It doesn't matter.
Okay, okay. So, let's do the ears. Okay, so this one. So, here, yours is like, whoa, what is that? It's like turning into a perfect. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then I go back now to the new layer. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I do the fluffy, fluffy thingy.
Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy.
Okay. Okay, maybe let's make it thicker. Is it big, fluffy, all around? Oh, you
Sure.
missed the legs. Why did
Well,
it turn like that? It
so
automatically
that's
did
the
that.
thing. That's the thing
Okay,
that actually that's a trick that's good to know in
right.
Procreate. If you draw a line, let me
Uh
just
huh.
come back here. If you draw a line and you just hold the pencil still, it will snap it. Well, in that I made a curve, but if I draw a kind of straight line and I hold it still, it turns it into a straight line.
Oh, can it make it
Also,
really nice fluff stuff?
if you draw a wavy line, it's going to snap it into straight lines. So
Oh,
that's what
awesome.
just happened there.
Okay, there you go. Okay, do you see how I did the fluff? Sometimes
Yeah,
it's that's fine.
sure.
All right, there you go. Okay,
All right, and
it looks like
this
an
is on a
error.
different layer, right?
Okay.
It, this is on a new layer. That
Yes,
fluff.
yes, that's on top of the this layer. So if
Okay,
I remove that there, so if I add my there,
okay.
okay,
So now we're gonna what? I'm gonna start with the ears because they're right there. I'm gonna put
okay.
an ear there and an ear there. I'm gonna put one more little line to show that it's an ear.
Mm. I now know see what you're doing. So it's like the lower layer, it's my sketch. And now this
Yes.
upper layer, I'm just following the sketch down below, but this is now my actual drawing.
Yes.
Okay, I now understand. Oh, okay.
All right. So now I'm going to take the first eye and I'm going to draw it like that. The second
Okay.
eye, I need to know where that nose is going to be. So I'm going to the
You draw
snout,
the nose
and
first.
then I only draw the part of the eye that I want to show.
Okay.
And then I'm going to finish the eyes. So I want my sheep to be looking over there.
Looking over there.
And we're going to put a couple little dots there for the nose on the snout. And we're going to put a little mouth there for the smile. And I'm not totally happy about where I have this hand. So since I'm all advanced, I'm not even going to worry about a sketch, and I'm just going to put the hand over here on the side.
Okay, I'm a beginner, but I did the
You
same
can
thing.
do it. You can do it, Lala.
Yeah, there you go. But it's too small, right? I feel it's too small.
Huh?
Let's make it a little bigger.
Okay.
No, I'm erasing. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Hold on. Okay. And let's go to the pen. Okay. And let's do the hand over
Do
there.
it,
And then.
Lala.
Okay.
Okay. And then you know what? I'm gonna do the legs now.
Mm.
And here's the thing. So where this front leg comes up, so yeah, I've got it going into. Ooh, I've got it going up into the sheep. So I'm going to put another little bit of fluffy bit to show where it goes
Mm.
into the wool. And then over here for the other hand, this is the most complicated part
Excuse me.
because he's holding something.
Oh, wow.
You see, I'm using that
Ink.
straight line tool to get the pointer.
So I go in between and then do like this.
Bless you. Right now, I can't hear you.
That is the purpose of the mute. Okay.
Okay.
And then did you draw the stick straight
Yeah,
already?
for the stick. So for the stick, I used that same thing I talked about before. I drew a line and then I held it so it became a really straight line. So the stick looked.
Yay! Okay, and I
See?
do the second part of it. Yay! I
Okay.
love it. Okay.
Um, you
They're
can.
cheering for me. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, good job. All right, I'm gonna look here at the eyes and say, uh, I think they
Oop.
need eyebrows, which we didn't talk about before. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of a dark line above each eye so that he has eyebrows.
Oh, did I do the eyes? Yeah, I did.
I didn't know we didn't do this before. I didn't think about it till looking at
Why
it
is
right now.
my outline very like yours is very defined? Mine is like it's not so strong. I don't know why. Do you see it? It's like
Practice.
they're so pixelated. Is there like 720, 1080p here? Come.
Uh,
And do you
well,
do
part of that
4K?
is probably the which brush we're choosing.
Oh, I'm using the
Which brush you use
glooming.
is going to change that a, a lot.
I think I use the glooming.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is
Oh,
only for coloring, right?
well, that's what I use for coloring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have used sketching.
If you go to the brush I use is if you go to
Oh, inking.
inking, and then you find the one that's called Studio Pen.
Oh, so that's why Studio Pen. Where the heck is Studio 10? It's not even. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's already there. Okay. All right. So can I do another layer and go through
Do
the
another layer, do it again.
Okay, got it. Uh-huh. I'm learning something, right, my dear professor? Professor Stan, I'm going to do this again. Okay, this is the fourth. Am I on the fourth layer? Okay, do this again. Okay, Stan, maybe you can just. Oh, ew, why this is so thick?
Maybe a little
Okay,
smaller.
talk to them about. Okay, talk to them first about
Okay.
what's up for you this coming week, and maybe talk about this book while I try to redo this one. Okay, so this one, okay? So I'll
Okay.
put you here instead of
Great.
me.
Yes. So I this it's it's a book of my cartoons, and my business partner is a very nice gentleman named Owen K.C. Stevens, and he on his Instagram and his Facebook posts weird ideas that come to him, and sometimes when I read them, I think that's got to be a cartoon. I know exactly what cartoon that should be, and it gets stuck in my head. And so I'll draw them very quickly so that I can stop thinking about them and go back to my work that I have to do. And so I call those "Damn it, Owen" drawings, and I'll very often at the bottom write "Damn it, Owen." And so over the years, I've done a lot of these. I've done over 100 of these cartoons. Right now, Owen, unfortunately, has been diagnosed with cancer, and he's going
Mm.
through treatment. He's doing very well, but that's made it difficult for him to do work. And so we've been trying to come up with different projects we can do from existing work that we can put up for sale and help to generate money and help him with the cost of living and his medical expenses. Because here in the U.S., it's very expensive if you get sick. There are a lot of things that you have to pay.
Yeah.
So we have a Kickstarter right now. It ends in about 24 hours uh, of this book of over 100 of my cartoons that I've done based on the ideas that Owen has given me over the years. And you can the basic uh, reward is a digital book. It's a PDF, and you can also buy you get a code. So if you want to have it in print, you can get a print-on-demand copy made and shipped to you, and you pay just the cost of getting that done. So you don't usually. I don't know if we need this kind of detail, but usually when you're doing publishing, you you pay for the, the printing, and then you add money on top of that
Mhm.
to make profit, and that's the cost of the book. In this case, if you want a printed version, you're just paying what the cost is, um, as a reward for being a Kickstarter backer. So,
Okay, I
uh,
want to change it to your camera. There you go. No, not you there, me here. Okay, so hold on guys cuz I want to show you the exact. Why won't it change? It won't change. Hold on guys. I am trying to navigate through this one. Okay, cuz I want to show them the actual website.
yeah,
Okay, so what it looks like so they have an idea. There you go. Okay, and I'll put the scene over here. Okay, so make this a little bit bigger so you can visualize better, guys, what we are, talking about. Okay, so bear with me, guys. I'm doing this, on the fly.
on the fly.
Yes, as we speak, because it's better if you see it. Okay, so there is even it's an actual website, right? So you just type in this is a book, guys. This is a book. Okay, so that so you can see exactly what it would look like. So I'll just put here and you'll see how nice it is. Okay, so there it is. Okay, maybe tell me, what to do, Stan. So, um, there you go. So this is what it would look like, guys. If you go there, there you go. Oops, oops,
Yeah.
oops. There. Okay. So confirm. There. See.
Right.
So
So
that's is this gonna be like the cover of the book?
yeah, that cartoon is on the cover of the book.
Okay. And
Um,
then.
there's
Oh,
scroll down on that page.
all right. So there you go. So
So
as
we're
of today, so this is a Kickstarter. Maybe for those who don't know, what is a Kickstarter, Stan?
yes. Oh, yes, it is a Kickstarter. That's how
So
we're raising funds. So the Kickstarter works if you set a goal, and we because we're not printing, our goal was pretty low, and we made it easily. And we've now got people who've uh, pledged over $8,000 towards it. So this is for sure going
yay!
to happen.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
already part of that. Woohoo!
thank you very much.
So there
So
you
if you
go.
scroll
26
down a
hours
little
to
more,
go. 26 hours to go.
26 hours. So
Okay.
scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. There's a
Yes.
picture of Owen.
So that's
So
Owen over
yeah,
there.
and if you that down below, that's what a spread in the book is going to look like. On the
All
right
right.
side is the drawing. On the
Okay.
left side, at the top, is the original post that Owen made that made the
Mm,
inspiration.
to
And
this
then below
one.
it,
This
on the
one.
left side at the top
Okay,
in
here.
that picture.
Here.
No, that's the right.
Oh,
There
this
you
one.
go.
This one. This one.
Yes.
So I don't even know where my left is, guys. Okay.
So on the left page, it has the original post is that text towards the top, and then below it,
Ah, this
Owen and
one.
I each have gone and said something about each of them. Why did he write that? Why did I draw that? What what was
Oh,
I
it's like a
thinking?
small
Or
commentary of the
yes,
actual drawing.
yes,
Awesome. All right. So there you go. And a little bit of, get to know Stan, get to know Owen, and everything
yeah.
that is about this one.
So
So,
yeah, so the
oh,
book
is there
will
a
be
coloring part? Be-
well. Some of them are in black and white, and some of them are in color. It depends on how I drew it when I did my version.
Oh, this is so cute. Chomp, 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 chomp. Ah. All right. So this is gonna be available only on PDF form, or will it
PDF.
be in?
Well, let's say there's a print on demand. So if you want it as a book,
Mhm.
you can print it as a book, get it printed and mailed to you. Um,
So that's
and
an option. Again, this is a Kickstarter, so if you support this, you'll definitely get it much cheaper than its actual price when it goes out, in its release, right? So we have
yeah,
26 hours to go. I think I'm number 203 over there, or 204
woohoo!
as the backer. So guys, this is really something special. You get a lot of Stan said it's now, I think, more almost 100, right, drawings
So yeah,
already,
over 100 cartoons.
over 100 cartoons already. And again, of course, it's for a good cause as well. Owen is for those who don't know, Owen is actually also an author, right? Is he an
Yes, right.
illustrator as well, Stan? I kind of missed that part. Or he more of the, like, the stories behind the books
He's he's a
and
game
the
designer and
games.
author. So
Okay,
he
game
does the
designer and
same kind
author.
of making uh, new games and products for games like Dungeons and Dragons.
All right. So if you are not into this kind of, you don't like books like this or something, maybe somebody, right? Just what Stan
Yeah,
said, share it, right? Share this awesome Kickstarter. You can support both Owen and Stan. It nothing is more uplifting to see people enjoy your art, right? So as artists and
yeah.
creatives, we do understand that. Again, thank you so much. And then we go back. So guys, it's um dammitowen.com. All right. So there you go. So you'll see all the details from there. Okay, so let's go back to my
All
drawing.
right, let's go back to the drawings.
Okay, so I'm
It's
done
looking pretty good
updating my
there.
drawing. Okay. So there, I'm done. It has feet. Oh, okay. I forgot the hands. Okay. Oops. I think that's too much. Okay. And Stan, I think I see our birthday boy in the chat. Okay. It's
Yeah.
actually Victor's birthday. Guys, everybody, it's Victor's
Hey,
birthday.
happy birthday,
Woo!
Victor!
Yes, our dear friend Victor it's his birthday today, and we're gonna have Victor tomorrow. Okay, so we talk about yes, mind blown. That's not the one that I'm supposed to. Okay, it has to be the stars. Okay, I don't know where it is. There you go. The happy birthday. Yay! Happy birthday, Victor. Okay, thank you so much for dropping by on your birthday. All right, so Stan, what do we do next?
Okay, so we got our. Well, you're gonna finish drawing the blackboard.
Oh, yeah, the blackboard. Okay, okay. So skip. Okay, it made it straight. I like this thing that it will make it straight. Okay, but no. Go back because it has to be aligned to that one. Make it straight. Okay, and then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh,
Okay.
two lines, two lines.
I made mine fancy.
I want to be fancy too. Whoop. That's not fancy. That's crooked. Okay. And then you did. That is difficult. Okay, hold on. Guys,
I told
okay,
you I got
bear with
fancy.
me. I'm trying to be as fancy as I can. Hi, why did it do like that? No, 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 no. So let's retain it like that. And okay,
Okay.
and then how do you do that? There you go.
There you go. Beautiful. Woohoo! Go Lala. Let's see. uh, Jeremy has noticed that I have the sun coming through my window now,
Oh yeah,
and
because
yes.
we started about 5 a.m. Now the sun is risen. So there you go. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay. So now you're gonna turn off the layer with the sketches in it.
So
Unclick it.
Jerry said he's the same sun on me in
Yeah.
Seattle. Okay, everybody saying happy birthday to Victor. Thank you so much, my friends. Yes, it's Victor's birthday. So please join me in celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Okay, he's my guest tomorrow. So all your tech issues, questions, please bring them tomorrow. Okay, Stan. So I removed the lower layers.
Yeah. There we
Ta-da!
go.
It's not as perfect as Stan's, but I'm
Yes.
happy.
So what at this point I will now look at the drawing and see what maybe do I need to add. And I'm thinking
Okay,
for
can I
me,
say what I need to change?
yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
fur.
add or change. So
Yeah, his
I think
fur.
that I want to put another little separation there so that the ear is not
Ah,
it,
okay.
kind of like I did for the leg down there. I'm gonna do
And
that for
mine
the
looks like
ear,
it has lazy eyes.
right? um, and you can do whatever. Some people might say, you know what, I want to close that off so that it's,
Okay.
or maybe not. I kind of like it like this without being closed off. But it's up. Everyone do it their own way. But this is a stage where you can make those little bits of adjustments. Maybe I want to add a couple of more fluffs. Maybe I want to put some little hash marks to show separation. This is for putting in your fine details that will make you happy. You took his whole body out.
Because I don't like his fluffy body. I like yours. So
All
I'm kind
right,
of gonna
go ahead,
change
put it in.
that. Oh, I have to go back to open up the lower layers so that I see. Right? There you go. Okay. Sorry, Stan. Just go
That's
ahead.
okay.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Wrong. Undo, undo. Okay, and then I have to go back to my fourth layer. Okay, and then do like that. It's worse. can do this. I can do this, guys. Hold on. All right, and then I go to this layer. It's just about the layers. I'm forgetting about the
Okay.
layers. Okay, and then this. Okay, I will erase. Why I cannot erase? Am I on the right layer? I'm on the right layer. Why is it I cannot erase it?
Looks like you've turned the opacity of your eraser to 0.
I
So you look
did.
on the right side of your where those two slides are. Pull that
Uh-huh.
slide up, 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 up. There you go.
Okay, so now I can see it when I. Wow, you're so good. You saw that. You
Oh, I've made
saw
that mistake
that.
myself a lot.
All right. So this is on this side. Okay. So now I go in and I want to see. So your there you go. Okay, that is I think a nicer, fluffier body.
I'm looking at over here. I think I want to do what you're doing. I want to adjust my. I
Oh, and
don't
these
think
ears are
that right
ugly.
side was
Okay, so
fluffy enough.
let's erase the ears. Okay, and make the ears like bigger. And so I can have something like that and like that. Okay, and then his eyebrows and his eyes. Oops, too much.
All right.
Okay. So let's see without all the. Oh,
Boom.
what happened to his body? Something's missing. Okay, so I'll just adjust. Okay, and put in his feet. Okay,
There you
and
go.
put this one. Oh no, I'll fix this part. Okay, sorry, Stan. Bear with me. I can do this. Okay.
I have complete faith in you, Lala.
All right. Good. You're really my friend. All right. There you go. Okay. How about the other leg?
Okay.
No, none. Okay. So we have the arms. We have the mouth. Okay. We have this. Okay. So we have that. Why is this part so high? Anyway, it's okay. It's okay.
It's good. Okay.
Yay!
So we
You
are
see the
now going
difference
to.
between Stan's and mine. Mine's like, he, he's drunk. And the sheep is drunk. All right, guys. Okay. Now, next Stan. Okay, are we going to
All
cover
right.
it
So
now?
next we're gonna go and we're gonna put a new layer,
All right.
but it's got to be below the layer with the lines on it.
Pardon. Sorry, we're
So
going
you
to make
got
another
your
layer.
yeah, and hit the plus sign for a new
Higher.
layer.
Higher.
No,
Okay.
it's good.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm looking. Wait, show it again.
No, I have many layers because I made a
Oh
mistake and
no!
I made
All
up,
right.
up, up, up. Okay.
So and now you know that gloaming brush you had
Oh,
before.
yes. Let's
Let's
go
go
back
back
to
to the
that.
gloaming brush.
Okay, that is in where is that?
Drawing.
Drawing. Okay. All right. Glooming.
Okay. Now we need some color. So I want a. So what color is a sheep's snout and ears and legs?
Ink? A little. I don't know. I've not actually. I've seen a sheep once in
Right.
Monterey
Right.
from
So they
afar.
could be pink. They could be black. Depends on the
Oh,
sheep,
okay.
really.
All right. Okay.
So,
So,
um, do you want to do pink or do you
yes.
want?
So it's cute.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick a pink color here. Make it a little lighter. So
Pink. It's too pink, right? Mine.
yeah. So
Maybe
now use
there.
the inside
There.
circle to find a.
There.
So You probably want something that's up close to the white area.
Okay.
And you see on mine, it's over. Yeah, it's over around here,
Okay. There you go.
a light pink. And now we're going to use the gloaming brush
Okay. Am I in the glowing
to
brush? Okay.
color in the snout like that.
Oh, bigger. Why is yours like a very nice like? Oh, this is
Crack.
a layer, right?
Oh, it looks like your layer is that color layer is above your lines.
Yes. It should be under.
It should be below the lines.
Oh, okay. So I'll move it down. I can move it down, right? No.
Yeah.
How? I
If
can't.
you if
It
if
doesn't want
you
to go down.
grab it where the picture part of it is,
Okay.
hold down,
This not. Okay. There you go. All
and
right.
then move it.
Got it.
There you go.
Okay. And now color him in. All right. There you go. Better.
There you go. We can make the ears pink if you want to.
All right.
And if we want to keep it all one, then we can make the arms and the legs also pink.
Awesome.
um,
I like the coloring
and
part, guys.
here's another thing. I want to use a light blue. I'm gonna like a yeah, and then this is kind of the advanced trick. I want to do a little shading because right now our sheep is white, which is the color we want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
But so we don't want to color it a lot, but we want to give it something so it doesn't feel quite so flat. So I'm going to just take that blue and I'm going to make a little
Hmm.
shadow along the back there.
Okay. Wish
Again,
me
very
luck.
light blue. So go up near the. Did you
Okay.
just make it orange? You don't want orange.
We don't want orange.
That would be a weird sheep with orange shadows.
There you go. I think I got it. Okay. All right. Oh, only up to the bottom. I went up. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
And then what I'm going to put one right underneath the chin too. So I'm thinking of it like where shadows might fall.
Okay.
And that gives a feeling. White is a weird color. If you can change it a lot by changing the shadow that it has.
Okay.
So right now this looks like a very clean white because we picked that light blue color makes it look clean. If I'd picked a brownish color, it would look like the sheep had a kind of a dirty, dusty white.
Yes, he rolled into the dirt.
Yeah. So let's see, maybe I'm gonna put one more over there like that.
Oh, thank you
And
so
then
much, Dalis, for subscribing to Stan. Guys, if you have not yet,
thank
please
you.
do so. Thank you. Oh, they're always pink, they said. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What is that?
What is?
Yeah, why is there
I
that
don't know
thing?
why you've got that.
Okay.
There's a shadowy figure trying to take away your sheep.
Exactly. Who is that? Who is that? Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
So
So now what else we're gonna do? Oh, we're gonna pick a brownish color.
brownish.
I have, so you can see on here I've got my palette set up with colors I use. These are the colors I start with, and then I change them a little. So I want that to be a lighter brown, but I picked one. Go to orange, and then come down into the you can see where that's a brown color. So
Yeah.
pick a color brown you like there,
Okay.
and we're gonna put that on the frame around the blackboard.
Yeah, this is something I learned from Stan, and I actually apply this now in watercolor Stan, where I
Yeah.
don't need to like perfectly color in the
Right.
image. So Stan taught me this one.
And then we need a green for our blackboard. I don't want it to be a
What happened to that?
whiteboard. I want it to be a blackboard. I'm gonna pick a green that I like. And I'm gonna make my brush a little bigger.
Oh, my brush went up. Okay. Like wondering why my brush was like that. Okay, so we have a green blackboard. So go to green, the outer green. Dark green, right? No?
Yeah.
But that one looks nicer. The lighter green looks nicer. Okay. And then just color in. Okay, make it
Color
a
it
bigger
in.
brush. Okay.
So you color the whole thing in, and then erase out the part over the stick.
Oh, over the stick. I don't know how to erase that, so I'll just carefully try not to go through. Oh, why is it? Look at that. Yours
So
is
that's the thing about gloaming is that it's partially transparent. So again, if I draw over it again, I'd have the same thing happen. So if you want everything to be a single color, you need to do it in one drawing.
one pass.
Yeah, one pass. And here
Okay.
you can still go over it back and forth, and it won't give you that. As long as you don't pick up your brush, you can keep going back and forth over it. But you already picked up your brush, so that's going to change.
Oh, I should have never lifted it. Okay, I got it. Okay, so I go back here.
Yep.
Okay, so. Okay.
Don't pick it up. Just keep moving it around, and you're okay.
Oh, there you go, guys. How cool is that?
See?
All right. Okay, there you go.
Okay. And then, so we basically have our sheep. Now, I'm going to do something else here.
Oh
I'm
my
going to
gosh,
come
I
back
need a
and
sheep.
switch to my inking brush again.
All right, let's switch to inking.
And I'm going to change the color to white.
Okay.
And then over on the blackboard, I'm going to write
Happy
Happy
birthday, Victor. Oh, it's too
birthday,
big.
Victor. And that's what's on the white. That's what's on the blackboard.
Happy birthday, Victor.
There you
There
go.
you go.
And so you know what we did with the white, the blue shading on the white. I'm going to do something similar for the pink. I'm going to grab that pink color again and make a little darker version of it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put the same. Make sure I go back to my gloaming brush. And I'm going to put a smaller gloaming brush. I'm going to put a little shading on the pink areas so that they don't look so flat.
Okay. On those, yeah. Oh, what happened to the snout? Sorry. My snout. Okay, and now we go a little darker, right?
Little darker.
Okay. And,
And just put it in at the bottom. Same way we did with the blue.
Yeah, but it's too thick. Okay, there you go.
And you can do that for any shape you have. I'm going to go back to the brown. I'll do it on the blackboard. Anywhere I want to put a little bit of a shadow. Just to show, it emphasizes the idea of shape and contour. That's the word I'm looking for. Texture.
Yes, awesome.
And then, because we're done, I'm going to go back to my inking brush in black, and I'm going to put a little stand at the bottom.
All right, I'm going to go to black. Where's black? Black. Okay, black. Okay, and put Lala.
Um, ta-da! So here's the
Ta-da!
thing
This is
you can
better than
do.
my dragon.
I'm gonna grab both of these layers and I'm gonna
Oh,
make this bigger because I
mm,
want to take up the whole space on my sheet.
okay.
I don't know if you know how. There
All right, so let's go. Just go back to the chat a bit, okay?
we
So
go.
Victor said, "Yay!" So there you go. That stands awesome sheep. Who is a teacher? Who is teaching? So basically, this is what happens on random encounters on Stan's channel. But he does not take this long to create one. It's just a few minutes, and he creates three on his shows. Felicidades! There you go. Happy birthday from Stamper Girl to Victor. Happy birthday, Victor. All right. Everybody saying the happy birthday to Victor. Thank you so much, my friends. Super hot day for your birthday, says Dalise. I'm hiding in the house. Me too, Victor. I just took the dogs out and figuring out how to cancel all my plans for the day. Happy birthday. Okay. Thank you so much, Dawn. It's adorable. Oh, thank you, David. Guys, I really don't know how to draw, but having I think this is the third time that Stan is trying to make me draw, and I think being with him for the third time, and I'm really more relaxed, and my mindset is before it was really so it's like I cannot even doodle, right? I would just do the shape, the actual shape. I couldn't imagine what Stan was saying, like you just doodle. Like I cannot. Now I understand a little bit. Thank you so much. You're doing great, Lala. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and Dallas posted on Discord. Okay, we'll show that in a bit. Thank you so much, Dallas. My teacher's name is Chubb. There you go. Okay, so Chubb. Okay, she named her
Your sheep
sheep
chub.
Chubb. Yes, it's under Team Bahay.
Good
Yes,
name.
indeed.
That's a good
Yes.
name.
That's a good name indeed. It has a few mats on the fur that might be painful, but he has a sheer appointment for next week. Thank you. Okay, Black Pig. So it's cute. Yes. So there, they were helping us with the color. Just
Yeah.
subscribe. Okay. Okay.
Thank you very
Oh, I
much.
thought I did that last time. Yes, thank you again. Sometimes that happens. So thank you so much for
Well,
subscribe.
yeah.
So even if you think you've subscribed before, so go ahead on to Stan. If you can't find it, it's the real Stanix. Okay, at the real Stanix. All
Yeah,
right.
and you may have subscribed before. My other channel
Mhm.
got crashed. It's gone. So this is a new channel that is
Yes,
about.
so guys, it would be super awesome if you can go ahead onto it and then subscribe again, even if you feel that you have subscribed already in the past. Right? So school's out for Victor's birthday. Class dismissed. Party on. There you go. Colored mine with crayons. Yep, you read that correctly. Crayola crayons. Awesome, Dalis. Your ship is so darn cute. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. Love both of your drawings. Thank you so much, Amy. Stan, when is the next encounter?
The encounters are on Thursdays
All
at
right.
at 6 p.m. Pacific. But if you want to watch one, they're on my channel. You can watch a replay of one. You just can't
Yes.
participate. You'll just have to watch.
Yeah. So if you do want to practice, along, so that is basically what, Stan also wants when we go there, just draw along, with them. It's just for me, it's doing the dragons. It's so hard.
But as I always say, it I don't you don't need to draw the same thing I'm drawing. The
Mm.
the real point about this is the idea that drawing is fun and drawing is something to do just for the fun of it.
All right, and
So
this is so nice, Stan. So Amy, because most of us actually do join, what they call this craft roulette, and as I
yeah.
told you, one of the parameters for this week is that there should be a teacher. And so probably some of us here in the chat who did this might be, this might end up
Huh?
on their cards, right?
Woo!
So, okay, we wonder how many of us will be, doing this one. So when sheeps attack on craft roulette, yes. Thank you
And the,
so much,
the
guys.
nice thing about this is you can write whatever you want on the blackboard. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
I think Happy Birthday Victor is a really good thing to write. But maybe on Tuesday that's an old message. You can you can make it whatever your card is going to be. You could,
Yes. Yes.
you could put
Stan,
a message on
can
it.
we have that happy birthday Victor of yours? And maybe we can post it on, and you post it and we will share it.
Yeah, no, I will send you a file
Yeah.
with my finished one.
Oh, thank you so much, Victor. Now you have, a piece of Stan's cartoon. All right. So, guys, if you do have any more questions, again, like this is the third time I'm trying to do cartoons. I really am a very hesitant, hesitant when it comes to drawing. But as Stan said, I'll make you know, I'll make you draw sooner or later.
I think the fact that you're relaxing, that's going to be it. The more you relax, the better it's going to get.
All right. So maybe you know what I'm gonna do, Stan, because the last time that we did this, it was I think April or was it December? Gretchen also just started drawing.
Hmm.
If you haven't seen Gretchen's current, oh my gosh, lips and bounds. She is, drawing amazing stuff right now. Again, it just started with that thing that we said we're gonna do like doodles for 30 days, which she
Right?
did, and I never did follow through. So maybe this August, I'll try, right? So, and hopefully I can, practice more and do some more of these things. Okay, again, let's go back to this before we leave. Okay, invite them over. How many more hours? I think 25 hours
We've
left,
got
Stan?
25 hours left
Okay, so
to come
guys,
and
this,
join the
yes.
Damn It Owen. Get a big book of more than 100 of my cartoons done very much in this same style. They're all very quick drawings. If they're colors, the same kind of quick coloring, most of them. And if I say so myself, there's some funny stuff in there.
Exactly, right? So these are all, cartoons by Stan, like over 100 of them in that single book. And this is a Kickstarter. So this is the perfect time to get a hold of it because it's never gonna be this, affordable. Anyway, and also it's for a good cause. It's also gonna help,
Yeah,
with Owen's, medical expenses. So I thank you
yeah,
so much in advance. If you don't want to, it's okay. But if you can
yeah,
share it, guys, please do share it. Okay, please
yeah.
share that.
That
It's in the description of this video again. So all right, so again, thank you so much. Okay, before we go, Amy saying this has been a fun show. Thank you both. Thank you so much, guys. Dalis put up bars on Discord. So cute. All right, there. It took some time for me to relax, but you can do it, Lala. Thank you so much,
that
Dalis. Stan, is it okay if we can stay here for a bit? I just
Yeah, yeah,
want
yeah.
to.
No, I want to see Dallas's cute sheep.
Exactly. So I'm going to try and pull out Dallas's. I just need to open Discord at this point. Okay, I haven't opened Discord in quite a while, so I hope there are no updates or things like that it will ask me to do, this and that. So where's my Discord? Okay, Discord. Okay, downloading. Oh, it's updating. So let's just wait a little bit, guys, because I really want to show you. Okay, Dallas's submission and Chubb, right? So
Yeah,
she named it Chubb, right? So, and by the way, guys, if you do want to join me for CEDA, okay, same stand. All right. So, if you are doing any kind of crafting or art related stuff, any creative stuff for the whole month of August, maybe there's something that you've been wanting to do, but you've never really done it. Maybe this is the perfect time for you to do that, right? And please don't forget to put hashtag CEDA, right? So let's make this hashtag famous, guys. So let's do see that. And Delise is actually doing that with me. Okay, so she has been posting. Now it's day 3. You don't need to go back to day 1 if you don't want to. Okay, you can just start with day 3. Okay, and move on forward. Okay, and now I see it. Okay, so Stan, let us show that. I think it's in this one. All right. So sorry, Stan, you're there. It's okay. Can you be the host
okay.
for a while? All right. So this is on Discord. Okay, and this is it.
All right. Oh, that's adorable.
All right. That's Chubb.
That's Chubb.
All right. Remember, she didn't use Procreate here. She
Yeah,
used actual pencils. I think Crayola. She even mentioned Crayola.
yeah.
Right? That's
It's
so
terrific.
cute,
I love it.
Dallas.
I love it, Dallas.
I love it. This is Chubb, guys. Right? I'm posting Chubb as my CEDA day number 3. Awesome, awesome. All right. So thank you so much, Dan. And I'm super grateful that you never get tired coming in. You know, guys, he woke up at 5 a.m. just to be here with us. So he's such a trooper. So
You know
again,
what?
thank you so
Totally
much.
worth it.
Yes, and let us dance this live stream out. Thank you for
Okay.
watching. Don't
Thank
forget
you,
to
everyone.
like and subscribe this live stream, guys.
Change.